Using an agent to manage compared to self-manage. Being an investor, you ultimately, by default, become a landlord. This is no easy task if you are not prepared for the potential pitfalls. Sadly, it is not just about collecting the rent and enjoying the profit each month. Sometimes things do go wrong. In this video, we will compare the benefits of using agents to manage the property compared to self-managing. Using an agent. A good letting agent can save you a lot of heartache and time by managing your properties for you. They will make sure that the correct contracts are used, and they should be able to offer you additional services such as gas safety and electrical safety certificates, as well as landlord rent guarantee insurances. A good letting agent should be a member of one of the government-backed property ombudsmans, such as the PRS or the Property Ombudsman. They should also have a dedicated client account, and most importantly, if you can find an agent that comes highly recommended, then this is preferable. Don't always assume a big name on the high street will give you a better service just because they have a big office. Do your homework before choosing an agent and shop around, as there is usually plenty of choice in most areas. Landlord rental guarantee products are often insurance-backed, so check the terms and conditions and always read the small print. Whilst you see an insurance for rental cover as just another cost, think about who pays the mortgage if the tenant stops paying their rent. Ask about their processes, so what happens if a tenant stops paying? You need assurances things will be dealt with swiftly and professionally. A good letting agent will save you the one thing you cannot buy, and that's time. Time that you could use better doing things you desire instead of managing tenants and everything else that comes with being a landlord. Self-managing. This is often where first-time landlords begin, so they cut their outgoings. How hard can it be? The biggest risk you will face as a buy-to-let landlord is non-payment of rent. This can affect your bank balance very quickly should things not go as planned. Even if you are self-managing, something worth considering is some form of rental guarantee. The next biggest thing to consider is legislation. Letting a property is heavily legislated, and there are many laws involved. It is easy for a novice landlord to fall short if they do not keep up to date with the latest in legislation. Managing tenants can be easy, and it can be a nightmare depending on who you let the property to. So, tenant referencing is an absolute necessity. You should contact employers, previous landlords or letting agents, and always carry out a credit check and check the last 3 months' bank statements as a minimum. The next thing is communication with your new tenants. Treat them well and they should reciprocate. Staying on top of issues and repairs and being proactive is highly recommended, especially if you want to keep tenants for the long term. A welcome pack is a great idea. A little about the area, useful phone numbers and emergency contact details for things such as gas or water leaks, etc. Always explain in the welcome pack the importance of reporting any issues or repairs. Some tenants will not want to bother their landlord, but the condition and state of repair of your property is important to you, as this is your asset. Regular checks every 6 to 8 weeks are always a good idea. And also, it helps build a relationship and should enable you to spot problems before they become too big or costly to fix. Top tips. Make sure your property is compliant with all legislation. Always choose an agent carefully. Look for referrals. De-risk your investment, so rental guarantee products and insurances should be accounted for.